Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out The Note by developer Mote, and I have a quote for you. Here you go.
Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me.
So there you have it. No, I mean I didn't have that quote for you, but the game had that quote for you. It's a lovely setup, and this is definitely going to be a bit of an artistic experience from what I can tell. Sort of something like walking through living poetry is the way I think probably best to describe this. So we are a character who is on a big, open, empty, whitewashed landscape with very little to read really about it other than these little details like this burning car. As you'll notice, there's basically no color in the game with the exception of this fire. And then there are some other details in the background like that house that seems to be just boards. You know, it's sort of a skeleton of itself, and I think we're probably to be reading into this in whatever way we can. There's some lovely graphical effects like this lens flare as we go through this column here. And then we'll notice as we walk through this chain link fence, which gives you a lovely textural sense. Peace, my heart, let the time for the parting be sweet. So there's definitely a forlorn, melancholy air about this game. I mean, if the giveaway wasn't just the fact that the game is so, stark in its coloring scheme, I think that probably would definitely add to that sense of atmosphere. And the windmills in the background, sort of a lonely, stoic sense to them, sort of just standing against the wind, facing what's coming at them. And I think that's probably the statement that we're trying to make here. I think it's really interesting to see all these literary elements put into light in sort of a graphical representation. Let it not be a death, but completeness. So there's a theme of death throughout this game, and that background might be a hospital, and something just happened to the frame, not really sure what. We're running to or from something. I mean, as just a general literary scheme, I think that's always a theme that comes up. Let love melt into memory and pain into songs. So trying to remember the good times that you had with this person. Things are getting a little fuzzy. It looks like things are getting largely darker. As you can tell, more darkness taking over the frame. More runes in the background. It looks like that building is mostly destroyed. You can't really get a good sense of what exactly the structures are that you're walking past, which I think it starts to become a little bit hazy in general. Let the last touch of your hands be...
Your hands be gentle, like the flower of the night.
Didn't realize that was going to be read for me. It's, a lone bird just went by. As we continue to the right here, we've got another hit of color here. We've got fire. Got some, what looks to be, shelving units of some kind. So just everything's very abandoned and very lonely, and everything feels very isolated. A little bit of wilderness, but not much. Strange leaves on those trees as well. Almost looks like bamboo. And everything, look at the scale of everything. Like, all the trees are gigantic, the buildings are gigantic. Look at the size of your character. It almost seems like we've shrunk as we've gone from the left to the right. Oh, that was creepy. Stand still, oh beautiful end for a moment. See, I'm not sure if we're going to have that read. Sorry. So as we continue on, it seems like the narrative has been interrupted. And we're running more and more into the wilderness, it seems. We're running away from society. We're moving away from humanity. More into, like, the base instincts of what a human could be about. I mean, everything here, I believe, is metaphorical. We're just sort of reading through literary themes, and we've reached a fallen tree. Now, I don't know if that's because I didn't run fast enough, or if that's just the way it ends, or maybe we need to now move back to the left. Pretty good chance that we just use that as sort of like a marker saying we're going in the wrong direction. But we didn't know it was the wrong direction until we headed all the way over there. Now I should mention the note is totally free if you guys want to go ahead and check this one out. You are free to do so. The link's going to be in the description. I just want to see if there's going to be anything else that happens as we move back to the left. I mean, as far as gamification goes, this is very much more of an interactive work of art than it is technically a game. But if you've been around the channel long enough, you probably know that I cover things like this pretty regularly, and I think these are some of my favorite things to see, because it really lets storytelling shine sometimes in a way that I think there isn't really another media that can convey these sorts of emotions. So I'm sort of awestruck a lot of the times at the ways that people can tell stories in new and different ways. And when it comes to interactive media and indie games in general, I think this is one of the best types of ways to do that. Gone. Wow, that's quite surprising. Alright, so we've doubled over in agony now. Can't run anymore. And we're zooming into our character. I guess this is our moment. We're having a break. Yep, that's the end. So we ran from civilization to wilderness and tried to come back to civilization. We couldn't quite make it. Thank you for playing. Did you find the both endings? So there is your impetus to go ahead and download the note. I'd love to see you guys let me know what you think this game was about. I think it's fairly transparent. I don't think they really tried to make it too difficult to read through the theme of what we're going for here, but still, I'd love to hear what your opinions are regardless, or if you have a different interpretation and maybe you think I misread this, or just if you have a different, thing to offer to the conversation, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And of course, just feel free to go just download and play this, tell a friend, all of that good stuff. I'd love to just sort of spread the love, if possible, about interesting experiences like this. So, while you're in the description, feel free if you'd like. I'll go ahead and click information in case there's anything in here. You should see. There we go. We've got the proper credits and everything for everyone to see. For additional info, motomote.co. So yeah, go ahead and check out the other information in my description if you like. I've got a Twitch, I've got a Twitter page, I've got a Facebook page, and of course I've got indie-impressions.com, my website where I store all of the episodes that I upload for this series, in addition to being on YouTube, or on the website as well. So if you want to find more stuff like this, feel free to go head over to the website, click through, there's tags, there's categories, and you should be able to find whatever you're looking for. So I want to thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and I hope you'll leave any support you can. I do appreciate that as well, and hopefully you'll come back again tomorrow for another episode. I do a new one every single day. I've been doing so for over 550 days straight. So with your support, I will continue doing things. Hopefully you enjoyed a bit more of a short but experimental, more thought-provoking introversion, kind of introverted sort of game. A little bit more about retrospection and thinking about things in a bit more of a meta level, which is a thing that I like to do all the time. So thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a lovely night.